So in season 7, episode 12 of The Walking Dead Say Yes, it's very much a Rashone episode because they start off trying to find guns for Jadis and her group so they will help fight against Negan. So they do that. They go out for like a couple days, maybe even a week. I'm not really sure if they say, but I think it's around that time. And so pretty much they get guns, ammo, food, clothes. They also have sex a couple times, but that's yeah. Um. So while they're out on their runs, they run into or they see a couple of saviors playing golf, and I was able to tell they were saviors because they started talking about Fat Joey about being dead. So then I think they kill them and they take their stuff. Then they find a carnival, of course, filled with walkers a lot. And sort of, okay, well, we hit the jackpot. But then they're on the roof of a building and it breaks through and they fall. And then they start laughing. I don't know. They were both okay, and it's not like there were walkers down there or anything to kill them. So I think they just kind of found it funny that it happened like that. I don't know. Then back at Alexandria, Rosita is talking to Tara about how she just wants to fight, how she can't wait, she wants to fight. Tara is telling her, relax, you can wait, calm down, we can all do it together. And Rosita goes off and continues being a hothead. And so she goes out looking for guns. She goes out all day, and she finds one, and of course there's a big-ass, ugly walker walking towards her. So she has to kill that. And when she does, she finds out the gun she found was like a BB gun or a toy gun or not a real gun in general. And she's pissed and she throws it, and that's all she found when she was out on her run. Then back at the carnival, Rick and Michonne decide to break in, and so they start to do it. And of course, something goes wrong. By going around, they're the walker in the windshield. Rick can't get out. And then the car that they're trying to block the hole with doesn't have brakes, or they don't work. So those are some problems. And they get trapped in the car, and walkers are all around the car. They end up getting out through the sunroof, and they get in the gate of the carnival. Of course, the walkers break down the gate, and they start fighting, and they split up to take half and half, or maybe some got more, one got less, whatever. They start killing the walkers, and Rick stops and sees a deer, and figured, hey, I hope Michonne a deer, I should get that. So he starts climbing up on the Ferris wheel to try to shoot the gun, shoot the deer with the gun, and of course, he sees walkers coming toward him, so he starts thinking, maybe I shouldn't, maybe I should. And then Rick gets shot at and falls down. Now I know that it was the same walker that had a gun on him and was hitting a pole thing and triggering the gun. I'm assuming it's that walker because there weren't any people around, so I'm pretty sure it's that walker. And Michonne's like, oh shit, and like runs over, and walkers start going around. And by the time Michonne gets over there, she sees walkers in a pile eating. And Michonne, of course, thinks it's Rick, which it obviously wasn't because, obviously. And she's like heartbroken, and she drops her katana. She just like almost loses it. Of course, then Rick breaks out of some little box thing that he got out of and is like here and throws Michonne her katana, and they start killing the walkers. Then they hug because she thought that he would die. Dead. Then Tara is babysitting Judith and talks to her about Oceanside. I'm like, should I tell them? I don't know if I should because they'll probably start a fight and that will be bad, and I swore that I wouldn't tell anyone. And of course, Judith doesn't give a shit. Judith is just like playing around with her little bracelet shell thing that Tara gave her. So Judith doesn't care. And Tara is just pretty much telling her everything about Oceanside. Back at the car, Rick and Michonne are driving back, and Michonne's still like shaken up, and Rick tells her that we are going to go to war, and we could lose each other, and we could die. And Michonne refuses to believe that, and doesn't want to live without Rick. And then they end up getting back, and Tara finds Rick and says, I had to tell you something. Of course, the scene cuts off there, so she probably tells him about Oceanside. Of course, they could also just be trolling us and be like, hey, so I babysitted Judith, and I gave her a shell bracelet, and not really tell him about Oceanside. But we will find out, maybe next episode, maybe episode after that. We'll find out eventually. Then at the hilltop, Rosita is there, and she's storming in, and she goes to Abe and Glenn's grave and sees Sasha there. And Rosita's like, I need your help. And Sasha's like, one condition, I get to fire the shot. Referring to killing Negan. And so they talk, and they're like, okay, we're going to go kill Negan. Of course, obviously, the question isn't, will they kill him or won't they? Because they obviously won't kill him because he's Negan. The question is, what will happen to them when Negan finds out that they're trying to kill him? Because Negan's not going to die. Rosita can't kill Negan. Sasha can't kill Negan. Them together can't kill Negan. Them together and everyone in the fucking world can't kill Negan. So Negan's not going to die. I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about what's going to happen to them when they try to kill him. I feel like one of them is going to die. Maybe both. If I had to put money on which one of them would die, I'd probably say Sasha. Although it could also be Rosita, because Rosita's been acting like a hothead fireball ever since Abe and Glenn died. Well, actually more since Spencer died, because she was starting to cool down, and then of course her other boyfriend dies, so yeah, so that's it. Bye.